Double J Jeff Jarrett. That's right. That's JEFF JARREDD. That's Double J Jeff Jarrett. And right now, tune in to Turnbuckle Tavern. Now choke on that, slappies.
It is time to get raw. It is time to get down. It is time for the Rawdown, the number one source for all things WWE, right here at the Turnbuckle Tavern. I am your host, the young one, young Anthony of the Independent Epicenter, joined as me always, my magnificent co-host, the MVP Marco of the Chick Foley Show. And what is he this week?
Don't forget, it's always bros before hoes. Bonesaw, Jim Duggan's here. Tough guy, USA, USA.
I'm just going to let you introduce yourself from now on because I can't do it justice. Oh, boy, gentlemen, how are we doing? We are just fresh off the heels of a WrestleMania Backlash. And I must say, it is a new dawn. It is a new day because we finally do not have the Rawdown Championship in the hands of an outsider. What? Acefield, thanks for holding that belt, keeping it warm for us, but we finally have the championship back home. And should I bring it up real quick, folks? You know, we'll do it for the ceremony. We'll make it a little drawn out here. We also have Nick Storm in the chat. Thank you for joining, Nick Storm.
The Backlash boys, and we're trying to make it.
Austin is here, and what's awesome without Tyson? And Ace is the pillar of the Raw.
Hold on.
Let's calm down here. I think we only need 3 pillars on this one.
Well,
but folks, we have a stacked episode for you. A lot of things to talk about, but we got to get right into it because it is finally time.
And now, the Rawdown presents the crowning ceremony for the Rawdown Championship.
The recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Again, thank you, China, for giving your voice on that.
Oh my God, jeez.
Starting right away, aren't we? And there it is, folks. The championship has returned.
Look at
finally
I'm holding
back
it
in the hands of the Rawdown.
We all know it's coming to me. So
into the crowning ceremony. I actually have, of course, President C could not be here tonight, but I had the bestowed honor of getting the official note of who has.
I smell collusion. I smell it real bad.
No, it smells fine to me. I don't know what you guys are talking about. The official note of who our champion is. Now, I just want to say, in all fairness, this was a great backlash to go against all of you. Some great predictions. But I must say, only one man can win. And I have the official winner here.
One.
So, between myself, J-Bone, and Marco, the winner of the Rawdown Championship finally is Tom.
Rawdown, acknowledge me.
Oh my God.
6-0, baby. Clean sweep across the board.
No.
Wow.
Perfect.
No.
Pitched a perfect game.
It's supposed to be my title.
Well, if you were 6-0,
I'm supposed to be the Rawdown. I'm supposed to be the Rawdown Protecting Championship. I predicted there was going to be no added matches. Where did those points? Did they just magically
the Bloodline was going to win?
Did
you predict the Bloodline was going to win?
I had in my notes that Marco was going to win. It must have been at the last second, but Tom, somehow is.
You know what? This is absolute bullshit right now. This is bullshit.
Whoa!
I should be the Rawdown prediction champion. Everyone in the Turnbuckle Tavern knows it. That I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. I got Sneed putting me in predicaments. I have the toy boy over here, the OG Fig Kid, doing the same thing. Screwing me left and right. Jesus Christ, what the hell's going on? I had Acefield. No offense, Acefield, but he was on that other prediction. It's a conspiracy for me to not win. That's what it is. That's all
Marco
it is.
screwed Marco.
Whoa.
No.
Shots fired.
No.
All
right.
Perfect.
No.
Marco's a little heated. I
No,
know we're all upset,
this is
but
definitely
Marco, you should have won the
conspiracy.
title.
The past 2 times I come in second. Come on. What else? What other evidence do I need here? I don't know what else.
You need to
Which I
pick a
do.
little better.
Goddamn.
We got
Hey, look.
genius minds like me and Acefield coming in and just
Don't bring Ace into this.
schooling
He
you
doesn't need it.
boys.
He doesn't need it.
Well, first of all, I never got my fair shot.
That's
Okay,
bullshit.
I lost my title.
Bullshit.
Unfair circumstances.
Don't care.
So
You know what? You're right.
This is. I agree. This is bullshit.
You
No,
want to
it's a
talk about
conspiracy.
unfair? I was the first champion.
Yeah,
Hold
you
on
lost
to
it
that
fair and square, son.
with pride. No, I did not. It was a fluke win. All right. I had
Who'd you
one of
lose
the
it to?
greatest predictions in Rawdown history, predicting that Brock Lesnar was going to win the WWE Championship at day 1 on the live stream, which I got correct.
brilliant.
And here I
Everybody
am.
thought that was
I
gonna-
should be champion still, but alas, we have a second outsider coming in and stealing the belt. This
First
is
of all,
blasphemous. This is
who are you
ridiculous.
calling an outsider? I started.
I'm
the
calling you an
original Raw
outsider.
recap. I was here for the first couple of episodes.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is that
Now I'm
you
back,
were,
baby.
you were here, but you're not here anymore. You're a part timer, if you ask me.
Oh
Yeah.
damn!
But when you get to legendary status, you can have those part-timer schedules,
Oh,
so you
legendary
don't have to
status.
watch that same. old
I'm
stuff
here
every week.
day in and day out, making Raw down as great as it is, pal. And you think you can come out here with your tavern flag and think you can make the show great? You know what? I've had
Actually,
enough
it does look great because you got a blank wall behind you.
that's
true.
that's
I actually have lighting. I put in
I've
my
had enough of
sign on
this.
my head.
So you know what? Here's what I'll say. Tom, you think you're all that? You think you're hot shit? Think you can come in here with how many shows you want? 5 shows? Well, why don't we make things a little more interesting?
Whoa!
I'll give you the chance. If you think you're so great, Hell in a Cell predictions. If you manage to retain your championship, which won't happen, but if you manage to retain your championship, regardless of what place I come in, if I'm second, if I'm last, hell, if I don't even predict in the first place, if you retain your championship for the entire summer, you will be the host of the Rawdown.
God!
Former host versus current host. Who is the greatest Rawdown host in history? Who is the tavern boy with the WWE gene in him? We'll find that out. Put
Mean
your money
Gene?
where your mouth is, Tom.
You have Mean Gene inside of you? Whoa!
I've been WWE since way before you were born. As a matter of fact, you were still in your dad's sack when I was
Oh,
a
God.
boy. We can
Jeez.
get that trending again if you would like.
Sack Rider?
Sack Rider is a good one. All right. You know what, folks? It's official. Put
Just
pen to
bring
paper. Tom versus Anthony. Who will host the Rawdown for the summer? Hell in a Cell predictions coming your way. But until then, congrats on your championship victory.
OG.
Wow, whoa. Hold on.
No G. No G.
Is it OG
No G.
or no G? Comment in the chat. But alas, we do have a new
Marco, are you
champion.
okay? How are you doing?
I'm not
It
happy
doesn't
about
matter how you're doing.
this. Oh, you damn it. Damn it. That's it. Now I'm leaving.
All right, folks, we're 10 minutes in and we haven't talked about WWE yet. Let's get right into it. We've got some stuff to talk about, and we're going to kick things off, as we always do,
outside the ropes.
You know, every Friday we get in here and we always have to, watch SmackDown. And we only watch it for one reason. That is, of course,
Acknowledge me.
But the fact is, will we be able to acknowledge Roman Reigns for the summer or even for the future? It is reported that Roman Reigns will first be taking off for the next 10 weeks, starting in, the end of June or the end of July?
At the end of June. I think June 24th is his last
June 24th will be his last day. A rumor says that June 24th will be Roman Reigns' last day. He'll be taking the summer off for 10 weeks, which means he will be missing SummerSlam and, I guess, Money in the Bank as well. Yeah. Plus, we saw this past weekend, the WWE had their Saturday night's main event, live event held in Trenton, New Jersey.
Yep.
And Roman Reigns fought Drew McIntyre at the event. Roman Reigns, of course, came out the winner, and he cut a promo saying that this might have been possibly the last time that he would compete in Trenton, New Jersey. He also went on to say that this would be, the beginning of a new career path for him. He would be making that shift in the future, which led many to believe that Roman Reigns might not be around for too long in the WWE. Another rumor comes out that Roman Reigns has signed a new contract with the WWE. However, this time around, it is for a more part-time deal. We'll be taking a lot of more shows off. So now they're saying that the reference that Roman was saying, he wouldn't be wrestling in Trenton would be more along the lines of he wouldn't be doing house shows. Look, Roman Reigns, this whole situation is getting crazy. So with that being said, gentlemen, what are you thinking about this whole Roman Reigns fiasco? Let's start with our new champion, Tom. Go right into
it. Before, what's it be? Who's reporting about the break he's going to have?
Is it Meltzer?
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Tom.
Did you see his little Instagram 4-minute video also?
I did.
Yeah. So
actually, I missed that.
He's throwing teases out there left and right that he's not going to be there. I don't know if he's doing this to help try and build the Rock match to make it look even bigger. Because, if you think about it this way, for WWE, for them to have Roman versus The Rock and not have the title in there, it gives them another big match to still have a championship match as well.
That's true.
So he could take some time off. He can rest up because, I don't care what anybody says. I think he's banged up. I think he's wrestling hurt.
Probably.
So I think that'll help him. But I wouldn't be surprised if this is building. We might see. When is the MSG taping, young Anthony, that you texted?
July 26th or something?
Yes.
So in July.
Monday Night Raw, yeah.
Yep.
So it's actually going to be the go home show to SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah. SummerSlam is early this year.
If Roman really leaves now and takes time off, wow, things are going to be crazy in WWE.
I mean, what do they do in that case?
With him, does he drop the title before then?
Exactly. For SummerSlam, right? I mean, you have to look at it I was going to mention this later on in the show, but I mean, we're at the point now where my Cody prediction, which I would like to clarify for J-Bone because he thought it wasn't my prediction, but my Cody Rhodes prediction where he would be winning the championship at Madison Square Garden. I don't even know if that comes to fruition now. We're a week before SummerSlam. Does Roman drop the belt, the Monday before SummerSlam? Where does that leave the rest of the card? I mean, there's a lot of different moving parts here. I mean, what happens to the SummerSlam card? You would have to imagine if Roman isn't there, they have to fill in a spot with maybe a Cena or Brock or something's going to have to happen. Any predictions as far as how you can fill in that space?
I did mention it here, I think last week, that Brock is advertised to be at Money in the Bank in Vegas.
He is. He's been advertised.
Yeah. So
I kind of think they're going to go the route of how AEW's been doing. They're going to have an interim champion, maybe.
Oh,
I hope so. Don't do that.
I hope not. I hope not. I hate it. I really hate it.
He needs to stop doing that.
Yeah, I
The
hate
only
it,
interim
but I
champion
just-
that works is Marco when he holds that world title. Which title were you holding? Let me see it. The interim champion. Oh, you're not even the interim champion anymore. There
interim
it is.
champion,
Look at
still
that.
interim champion.
Fake interim champion.
Yeah, I think he's dropping it. I'm not sure if he's gonna lose it. I think he's gonna relinquish it. I think he's gonna go if he is taking time off. I don't think he's gonna like take a 1, 2, 3 and lose the titles.
Right.
No,
I think he's gonna come out one week and just go. I've done what I can. No one can beat me. I don't need these titles anymore. But I'm just gonna give them up because I don't see anyone out there that can stop me or whatever. Blah blah blah. And then maybe it's Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes for the for the title.
Good point, Freems.
Freems says interim championships are the participation trophies of wrestling.
It's a participation trophy in UFC as well.
Sammy Guevara.
He could drop it before.
I just read
he
Meltzer
could drop it before he
Freems is gonna
leaves.
win the Rawdown championship next pay-per-view.
He could let's think, because you have Hell in a Cell and you have Money in the Bank. You have 2 pay-per-views before SummerSlam. He could lose it at Hell in a Cell. I mean, he could lose it to Drew McIntyre. I mean,
That's true. That's
Drew
fair.
McIntyre,
He could lose it to Drew.
Build this Clash of the Castle thing,
Well, Clash of the Castle's in
that's in
September.
September.
Right, it'd be right when he's coming back. Well, or no, is he coming back in October? Actually, is that what he's?
Yeah, 10 weeks. So you figure probably October.
Yeah,
And I can see Drew McIntyre if he does, beat Roman Reigns and take the titles. I can see him definitely being that floater between Raw and SmackDown.
Well, regardless, they have a huge issue here because, and no matter whatever they do, because dropping the title, whoever that may be, this has got to be one of the biggest title changes probably since Hogan and Andre. If done correctly,
It's pretty big here. I agree.
So if this is not like Attitude Era. Okay, Austin dropped it to Undertaker, and Undertaker picked. He gets it from Undertaker the next week. This is God. There's a lot of stakes on this. So if this is true, you got. But you see, even Cody, it's just like it's so predictable, and like I just don't think Cody is the guy. Okay, like he could be a guy, the top of the mountain, but that doesn't mean he is the guy. When I mean the guy, Hulk, Cena, Roman, Rock, Austin, Cody. No, I'm sorry. He's doing good. He's doing fine in WWE, but Cody's just not the guy material.
Yeah.
Who else?
What's that?
Who else is there?
Well, that's what I was
That's
going to
the
ask. Is that if you're Vince,
Cody.
and let's say Roman leaves tonight, and tomorrow you have to put that title on someone else, who are you putting it on?
I mean, you have to put it on Cody, to be honest with you, right now.
Can you put it on?
But he's doing commercials. He's doing the trailers.
Put it on Stardust.
Yeah, put it on Stardust.
True. But
Here's the truth of what
I don't know, man. I hope he wins the title and then changes his gimmick to Stardust, and then Stardust is the champion. No, but you got to see they're already using him for. He's a quintessential businessman. He's that guy that you could put in front of a camera and he can sell the company to anybody. They're proving it right now with that commercial.
Courtney's here. Thank you very much.
Let me
hit it again.
Acknowledge me.
Thank you very much.
Courtney's only fan is Anthony's only fan right here.
Continue. Just needed that.
So Roman went to Vince's office and he said, Vince, I want to schedule like the OG Fig Kid. I want to be walk in and just take the championship when I want and then walk away. That's what happened.
I think that's what happened. But and actually what's called Busted Open had a good conversation about this past week, about the importance of this reign, of this reign that Roman has, and we've talked about it here a lot too. If I'm Roman, Like, and I'm WWE. You take that lesser schedule, you keep the title on him, and you let it go past like Pedro Morales days.
Mm-hmm.
Start Dusty Rhodes. That got me.
I like that. It's a good
Because
idea.
Cream's got a lot of wrinkles in that brain, baby.
He's just a common chode. But you know, I don't see that he's gonna have this break. I feel like I smell bullshit on this. That's
my original prediction as far as what they were going to do with his reign, when I heard when they were in New Jersey and he did that promo, was I thought it was going to be he loses the WWE title to Cody at MSG. He loses the Universal title at Clash of the Castle because that's going to be a huge crowd. So I think they could build up to that to Drew. He takes off a few months. Takes off a few months, comes back, does the feud with The Rock, and then goes to Hollywood. But I don't even know if he's going to be like officially just like leaving. Like I think he's just going to take that.
No, he's not going to be leaving. Like people, that's when you sent me that video, people were like, "Oh my god, he's leaving," and I'm just like, "There's no way he's leaving right now."
Yeah,
absolutely, it's way too soon. Like you get if that was the case, that he would have dropped the title at WrestleMania. You know,
I mean, a lot of people brought that up too. And The Rock only lasted 6 years, and he was gone. Roman's way over what The Rock did before he went to Hollywood, so I could see him easily leaving.
But I mean, Roman's not The Rock. I mean,
The Rock was at like the height of his like popularity. I mean, they're technically family, so he technically is a little bit of The Rock.
Ace says both are not ready, but you're essentially giving them a super. Oh, he's talking about Theory and Braun Breaker. I agree with J-Bone. Cody is not the future. He's a guy now. Who's next for Roman? It's got to be Theory.
I think Roman's got to hang on to the title till WrestleMania 40. To be honest with you,
I don't think
he should.
If Roman is taking time off this summer, I don't see him losing the title.
They did it with Brock, and it was completely fine. I mean,
it actually works when you don't have a top guy to compete for the title. You shouldn't have him just defending the title against nobody.
Yeah. My only issue is that in this case, I think they should at least let him drop one title. Like at least the WWE title. Let him hold the Universal title. Because
why?
Need a presence. Like the Universal title, he's going to hold on to till WrestleMania 40. Does he need both titles? At least one world title.
One title out there. Unified means one.
Yeah, but
unified.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Roman Reigns has not been pinned since December of 2019. He needs to stay that way till he loses both titles. One clean slate.
Well, he doesn't need to lose the title. He could just drop one of the titles somehow.
Green jacket, gold jacket. Who gives a shit?
We need a sound.
They did that with Asuka. Yeah. They did that with Asuka in NXT. She never lost the NXT title. She handed it over.
Yeah.
So I mean, they could do that with Roman. They could do the same exact thing.
That's so horrible.
But let him keep the Universal title though, because that's the reign that he's been going on for so long with now.
He could just show up at Money in the Bank. He could show up at SummerSlam. He doesn't need to work all the TVs in between.
That devalues the WWE title so much. I don't want that here. I like this blue one. I don't like the
I like this blue one. Well, when they were going to unify both titles, I thought they were going to keep the Universal title around.
That's a good
the
point.
Universe, the WWE Universe.
Triple threat match. That is actually a good point.
Threat. Rumors have there's a title out there to replace both titles. That's one title together.
Yeah, it's right behind Marco's shoulder right there.
Yeah, they're calling it the Interim World Galaxy Championship. There it is. Oh man, so much to talk about on this Roman Reigns situation, but I think we got to wait until at least. I don't even know how long you wait until you get more information on this, but definitely a hot topic right now. So we'll keep our eyes peeled on that one. But switching gears now, we talked about Cody a little bit, and I want to get into this next topic. So at Backlash, WrestleMania Backlash, if you will. We saw let me hit the drop.
But I'm not good enough to call Backlash.
Thank you, Joey. At Backlash, we saw a promo, as we usually do for upcoming pay-per-views. We did see one for Hell in a Cell, typical old Hell in a Cells happening in June, but we also saw one in early July. We're getting Money in the Bank at Allegiant Stadium, and Cody was the voice of that promo, and he said that the winner of Money in the Bank will get a chance to main event WrestleMania, which is now sparking the debate. Is the concept of Money in the Bank obsolete, if you will? Is there no longer a run-in to cash in? Is it now just whoever wins gets to main event WrestleMania? What is going on with the briefcase? Let's kick conversation off. J-Bone, we were talking about this before the show. Start us off.
Well, I kind of have a feeling, with all this, with Roman, and this is another reason why I think Roman's going to keep both titles. They're going to absorb, the Universal title will absorb the WWE title. And again, they will have, Andromeda champion or Milky Way champion or something along those lines. But I think there's going to be another world championship down the road, and it will probably be crowned at WrestleMania. I think the winner of this is just a little prediction I have. Mm-hmm. The winner of the Money in the Bank will face the winner of the Royal Rumble. They'll compete at WrestleMania for this new world title.
Interesting. Huh. That's an interesting take.
So they unified the titles only to make another title.
Correct. Yes.
Our buddy Matt from the Extra Cool Show.
Thank you for joining.
With him, don't you dare mess with the Royal Rumble.
I know. I don't like it, but
I remember.
Don't mess with Money in the Bank either.
Or how about this? What if they're planned out already that come to Rumble, there's no champion, and whoever wins the Rumble is the champion?
Well, yeah, let's not forget that when the Rumble it's in its inception, it was not for anything. So maybe they're going back to that.
When it first started, it was horrible.
There was no title shot. There was nothing.
You were talking about green jacket, gold jacket. Who gives a shit?
I would not like to see that. But...
Go watch 1988 through 1991 Royal Rumbles.
Here's the thing: when I first seen that commercial, and he said the winner gets a chance at main event WrestleMania, I thought, holy shit, they just left something wrong in that commercial, and when we see it again, they're just going to edit it, and he messed up. But then they showed it again, and he said it again. They didn't touch it, so who knows what's going to happen to Royal Rumble? I mean, like you said, Royal Rumble could be it could still be a chance to main event WrestleMania, and you can still choose a champion. But I don't know. I honestly, I guess
honestly, anytime anybody won the Money in the Bank briefcase, they could have used it to cash in at the main event of WrestleMania.
They could have. Well,
they're just leaving that out now.
Yeah. I still think that the terminology of main event, the chance to main event WrestleMania. I mean, although it would be interesting to see how they can incorporate WrestleMania into it, I think it's just the idea of if you're champion and if you cash in to become champion, you automatically are main eventing WrestleMania technically. Like you're world champion, you're slotted in. Just like how the winner of the Royal Rumble gets a chance to main event WrestleMania, because you face the champion. So,
one thing we're not really paying attention to is they had Cody do this commercial, and that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like he's in a top spot.
That's what I'm saying.
But I mean, I'm not saying he's going to be in the top spot. I just was saying he's not the guy. He's not.
He's not the guy.
He's not that guy, pal.
You're not that guy,
pal.
Here's what I think too. If Roman say if Roman does leave and he takes the titles with him, you have that Money in the Bank briefcase to actually use as kind of like a championship. People can fight for it to get that, all the way. I mean, for however how long he is to get that main event spot. So like, the Money in the Bank briefcase is on the line in this match. And
that's not a bad idea, honestly.
Yeah,
I like that.
And what I think it helps too is I think with the Money in the Bank story, the people that have won it in the past, like the past couple of years, have been like, I mean, everyone would probably agree, pretty shitty. Like there wasn't any real good story. Like with Otis when he had the lunch table and all that shit.
That was so horrible.
Like I think it's saving people from that too. it takes pressure off of people to like, now I have this briefcase. Now I have to like do something with it. I have to like change how it looks, or I have to like incorporate it in my storyline. Where if you treat it as a something that's actually meaningful, you can bring it back to like kind of how its prominence when it in its first inception. Like it meant something to actually win that briefcase and have that contract in there to get a championship, not like running around, like I said, with the fucking putting a ham sandwich inside of it and all that stupid shit. And yeah.
Well, your idea of like using that Money in the Bank as a championship also helps kind of add, if it really needs to, like add the credibility to WrestleMania. Someone is fighting for. Look at this guy. He adds in a graphic of himself for our podcast listeners who are listening on Wednesday. Tom has just thrown in a graphic that says the OG Fig Kid has won the Rawdown Championship. Let alone no one cares. Anyways,
it's all fake. Fake news.
The OG Fig Kid is my champion.
Fake news. Fake news.
What was I saying? Yeah. I mean, using the Money in the Bank, if it is the main event of WrestleMania, that adds the credibility back to WrestleMania, which a lot of people have said it's lost credibility. WrestleMania is just whatever. It adds credibility. People are fighting for that spot at WrestleMania. So if kind of to tie in both of Marco and J-Bone's predictions, you're defending that Money in the Bank briefcase throughout the year. Finally get to WrestleMania, the winner of the Rumble versus the winner of Money in the Bank. I think that's a really fucking cool concept, something different for once, and it makes both it makes all of Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania all feel important, which I'm all for.
Long-term booking, bro.
So are you saying that the winner of the Royal Rumble versus Money in the Bank takes place night 1, and on night 2 is the main event for the championship?
Ooh, see, that's also cool. A good idea.
That's cool.
Tournament style.
Because they're technically both main eventing.
Right. But in that case, I mean, fucking...
Thank you, Freems. Royalty here.
Ridiculous.
Blasphemy.
In that case...
I acknowledge you.
I know you do, Jay.
I don't acknowledge anyone.
I'm a part of the bloodline, so...
That's right.
I acknowledge Nick Storm if he's still...
But young Anthony...
Oh, boy. So, I mean, we're talking about Money in the Bank. Is there any... is Cody the only clear favorite to win right now? Is there anyone else that could possibly win?
Get Steph. Steph's still running around out there.
Rock. Yeah, for the women's side too. Anyone?
Bring back Repo Man.
Alexa from the women's side.
Oh, women's side. Yeah. That'd be a good one.
Probably Lacey.
She came back.
Oh God! Don't bring up Lacey.
Did anybody feel bad for Lacey on SmackDown when they showed those videos and they bring her out and she got like no reaction?
Actually.
Like, I felt really bad.
Yeah, I do too. Oh, go ahead, Marco.
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys know, apparently she's now a Raw superstar.
A Rawdown superstar.
Rawdown.
We got to run it.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was reading she's apparently going to be a heel again. Mm-hmm. I don't know why.
So promos so well. Like, it literally broke my heart listening to her promos every week and then seeing her get no reaction from it. I don't think that's what WWE was expecting.
I mean, the stories are kind of. I'm not sure. I don't want to like clap and cheer for those stories that she was telling about her brother.
I was like, oh my God, they showed her shoot dad in here.
Yeah.
As opposed to work dad.
Yeah.
Is that her shoot dad?
Is that her shoot? Hi, is that her shoot dad, or is that dad working, or is he shooting?
Kind of like a big joke a little bit.
Is that dad working or shooting? Oh, that's fucking hysterical. No, please do not give Money in the Bank to Lacey Evans. I can't do it. Her as a heel, I don't know what they're doing with that story.
I just want it to be
out of the running
versus Alexa Bliss. Or an
we throw Tay Conti in there for
good idea, young Anthony.
Yeah, thank you.
And Ariana Grace and Nikita Lyons.
We'll talk about that in the NXT report.
The Badonkadonk Breakout Challenge.
Man. Show. Any other predictions for Money in the Bank before we move on?
Is there anything else you
talk about in the outside the ropes?
I have one more prediction for Money in the Bank.
Go ahead.
I will retain my Rawdown championship.
Christ.
I love it.
No,
I love
this is it.
Well, that makes you have to retain at Hell in a Cell, which is not going to happen.
You're not retaining at any. He's not retaining anything.
Okay.
We're taking that back. That's it.
Yeah, we shall.
I
see.
acknowledge you, my Rawdown chief.
Thanks.
Ridiculous.
I'm your right-hand man.
That's right.
Piper Niven.
You don't mess with the glue, all right? He's the glue that keeps things together here at the tavern.
Oh, brother. Anything else to talk about for Outside the Ropes as I look up WWE news on Google, because I didn't think there was anything else to talk about.
I'm pretty sure that's it. We could go to everybody's favorite segment now.
Oh yes, everyone's favorite segment indeed. As we throw on the graphic, because it's time. Because I should acknowledge the fact that J-Bone, although we have a new champion, Tom, congrats and everything, we are happy to say that J-Bone
one match
has lost once again, which means, folks, it's time to hit the music.
Down south slanging, rolling with these hustlers, trying to get rid of all you haters and you busters. Down south slanging, rolling with these hustlers, trying to get rid of all you haters and busters.
Down south slanging. It's time for another NXT report, baby.
Oh man,
take it away.
Well, let me tell you something, tough guy.
Want to take a swing?
Man. Okay, so let me pull up my notes here. So, of course, I didn't get to the main event, which was horseshit, anyways. The main event was Natalya versus Core Jade.
I watched the match, and a matter of fact, I fell asleep in the middle of it.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So first off, the Toxic Attraction retained their women's tag titles.
Mm-hmm.
Horrific match. They faced against Wendy Chu and Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez looked the best out of the four.
Yeah,
but good God, this was the reason why they need to take NXT off of USA.
He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke!
They are hurting these competitors, to be honest with you. They're putting way too much pressure. They're just going way too fast, trying to compete with this big, huge, have these big, huge spots in the match. Slow it down, folks. Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, then we saw the start of the women's breakout tournament. Sloane Jacobs, 19-year-old out of the Monster Factory, was defeated by Fallon Henley.
Which I must say, Sloane Jacobs, an Invictus Pro Wrestling alum.
Okay, there you go. All right. We saw Damon Kemp was added to the Diamond Mine.
I love that.
I don't know who Damon Kemp is.
Damon Kemp. Let me tell you who Damon Kemp is. Gable Stevenson's brother.
Oh, okay.
Really? Yeah.
There's your young Anthony tidbit of the week.
All right. Well, actually, I knew a Daniel Kemp. So, shout out to Daniel out there in Colorado. Yeah, but I guess it's not the same guy. Kaylee Ray changed her name to Alba Fire.
Alba Fire.
Yeah. So she no longer goes by Kaylee Ray. Saray and Andre Chase faced off against or defeated Grayson Waller and Tiffany Stratton. Probably the match of the night. Good stuff.
You said his name wrong. You gotta say Grayson Waller. You gotta say it like that.
Sorry, my
Grayson Waller.
Get Nick Storm in here to say his name.
And then entering in the Badonkadonk breakout tournament, Nikita Lyons.
You want to talk about
going up against the Cobra Strike, Ariana Grace. Making my Cobra go up, son.
Making your Cobra strike. Spit venom.
Yeah, exactly.
Big Freak is with me, by the way.
I don't know. You need to add her to the woman in the bank, Money in the Bank match.
Who's that? Nikita?
Person?
Oh yeah. Yeah, she could join.
All right.
It's time to shake things up around here.
Wait, what's her
We
name?
need
I got to
Gigi.
Google her right now.
Nikita Lyons.
Yeah, we need Gigi Dolan, Nikita Lyons.
Yeah,
and
Gigi
Aria
can get it.
Ruby. Yeah.
She can get it.
Yeah, all three. They need to be.
Oh, brother. I hate this fucking show. Continue with your report.
And I think I don't like I said I don't know who won at the end there. I'm gonna look it up here.
I think Natalya won.
Okay, well there you
Core,
go.
like,
Natalya.
passed out or something. They recreated the Austin, the Bret Hart and Steve Austin match where Steve Austin like passes out.
Without blood.
They did pretty much do the same thing.
So
Not as good, though.
I will have to say, like I think every segment tonight featured women, which was interesting.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, they posted a graphic
Was
a
Mandy
few
Rose
weeks
on?
ago.
Yep.
Yeah, they posted a graphic a few weeks ago saying that they had like featured like I forget the number. It was either like 15 or 20 women on the show. They were kind of like, pushing that narrative a little bit. So people were saying it was a shot at AEW. You take that what you will, but
oh my god,
I think it's impressive that they're really pushing this women's division. I mean, although not a lot of them are, really great in the ring, I still feel like they're at least giving them the time. I feel like this is the most women that we've seen on a wrestling show in a while.
I mean, that's fine, but like when they're greener than goose shit, like it only hurts them because now you get somebody like I'll be honest. I was seeing Wendy Chu and what's the redhead from Toxic Attraction? Gigi Dolan. Yeah, that was the most horrible like lockup or not lockup. It wasn't lockup. It was a drop to a hole I've ever seen in my life. Like it was like
it wasn't crisp.
No, like she didn't even connect, and Gigi Dolan falls down because they're rushing too much. You can't give green people opportunity to get to the national stage because it ends up hurting them, and that's what we're seeing. They got to take it, put it on Peacock,
J-Bone,
take it off of USA.
J-Bone. It's not easy being green.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, let's not bring up any colors this week. All right, let's keep the colors away.
Goddamn, pal.
Green.
Goddamn, pal.
If there's any green people out there listening,
Finn Balor's got a new face paint on the way. It's a green face paint.
Green face.
All green.
J-Bone, what out of 5 stars, what are you giving NXT tonight?
1.5.
1.5. Wow. Oh, you forgot to mention the Cameron Grimes segment, Solo Sikoa.
That's what gave me that. It was a good segment. I forgot to mention it, but it was a good segment.
Good stuff. Good stuff all around.
This is Kermit the Frog here.
So 1.5. 1.5.
Yeah.
Is that up from last week? Did we do last week?
We didn't do last week because we did the predictions.
We bypassed it.
Well, last week was they had their
Spring
special
Breaking.
event. Spring Breaking.
It wasn't bad.
It was a good show, Spring Breaking.
I did
it was
see
pretty
that
horrible.
Mandy Rose got a sunburn there.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a
That's
question,
pretty
all
dope.
important question. Mandy Rose, blonde or brunette?
Uh-oh.
Brunette.
Really?
1,000%.
Brunette? Big Anthony?
Yeah.
Maybe blonde. I'd go blonde.
Of course you do.
I think I lean blonde. I prefer brunettes, but I think I like her blonde better. I think I agree with you, Young.
Yeah, I don't know. Why are we talking about this? Can we move on, please? What else do we have to talk about? We talked about NXT. We talked about Roman Reigns. Is there anything else that we're missing as far as like big stories on the week?
Nope.
No, I mean we could get into Backlash.
Let's get to Backlash. We didn't even talk about that. We'll do a little review.
But
of,
I'm not good enough to call Backlash.
Let's call Backlash real quick. Let's just quickly run down the show since we have a little bit of time here. As I get the card open, we'll just go around. What are your thoughts on some of these matches? We start things off with what was the first match on the card? It What?
Cody versus Seth.
Cody versus Seth.
Yes.
I thought this was a great match. I was telling Tom, like, I can't
That's
really
great.
compare it. Oh, we have a comment here. Ace says, has anyone been more screwed than USA, who purchased the original black and gold and got this Easter speckled neon bullshit version of FCW?
That's a good
Definitely
point.
not what they bid on.
USA
FCW
screwed USA, pal.
FCW built up some stars, not gonna lie, but
I know, I
we
mean,
won't
yeah, I
have
don't-
that conversation here. Cody versus Seth. I told Tom I can't really compare the two because I was there for one of them. I thought the match at WrestleMania was really good, but I thought that the Backlash match was really, really good too. I love the little details in the matches and the whole opening stuff with Seth kind of reading everything that Cody did from the last match. I thought that was really awesome stuff.
Yeah.
And then they just went full steam ahead. I thought the match was great. Any other thoughts?
I thought the match was better than a Mania match.
But I hated the ending. Didn't like the ending.
I thought the ending was good, just a little flash pinfall.
No, but you had the tights. That was the issue.
Yeah.
If Cody's going to be this, American, in racism babyface,
Oh, he's not.
he's grabbing the tights. Like we're grabbing the tights here.
I mean, Hogan cheated all the time to win. If you really want to make
Hogan's
that
a
argument,
heel, man. We can't forget
Hogan's
this.
a heel
Hogan's
hard.
All-American.
Hogan was a heel. Hogan's
John
still a
Cena
heel.
didn't cheat.
Cena cheated.
I didn't mind the ending. I liked it. I loved the match. Cody won. He did what he had to do to win. I'm fine with that.
I mean, the match itself was better. Just didn't like the ending.
That's fair.
It was a good match. Just not
Marco,
a fan
you
of the
liked
ending.
it?
Oh no, I loved it. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was better than the Mania match. Maybe I'm just going off of like the hype of who the mystery opponent was, but yeah, I mean, I didn't hate the ending. I mean, Seth tried to do that to him. He tried to hold the tights, and then Cody just reversed it. I mean, that's all.
true.
That's all I seen.
Rachel, I don't know if you watched Raw, but RK-Bro did say they were heading to SmackDown to talk about unifying the titles finally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we're still going to get that, which
Yeah,
I'm looking
hopefully.
forward to. But the question becomes, because we'll just talk about it real quick. If they do unify the titles, I feel like Orton and Riddle are so over that you can't put it on the Usos. You have to put the titles on
If you would
RK-Bro.
have asked me this a couple of weeks ago, I would have agreed like Usos were going to win. But now I think you're right. I think I see RK-Bro winning them.
Yeah.
Orton is so over right now,
Dude,
and I
my
don't
wife
know
said it-
where it came from.
My
but the
wife said
fans-
He's always been over. What are you
It's just-
talking about?
it's
he's
his
always
attitude.
been over, but especially in these last few weeks, like everything that he's been doing.
My
It's his
wife
attitude.
said he's
like-
never been as good as he is now, and he's never been loved, and people have never reacted to him the way they are now.
He's
Yeah.
never been as good as he's been now. That's
Like the way
I agree with that.
from he seems like he's having fun out there.
Yeah.
Hot takes here. Get your hot takes here.
I always found Orton a bore. I love this Randy Orton.
I think he's great. I just don't know if the best he's ever been. I mean,
I like heel Orton better. I like heel Orton more than anything.
I think you're
I
talking
like
about
Face
Tom.
Orton. I don't know if I like him
Baby-
better though.
I think you're talking about babyface Orton. This is the best babyface Orton.
Absolutely,
Right?
yeah, for
really
sure.
good babyface Orton.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he came back and he was cutting promos to fight Brock.
Right.
He was having fun. Oh, Aaron Judge just hit a 3-run home run to win the Yankee game in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Did they steal signs?
Not as bad as the Astros, apparently.
Well, they
How are the
both got
Mets
caught,
doing? Are they
so-
still on top like they should be?
What?
Anyway, I said,
Beat
how are the
the
Mets
Mets.
doing?
Beat the Mets.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a damn about the Mets.
I agree with J-Bone there.
My favorite Mets joke is the one from Family Guy when Stewie's watching a Mets game and they're like, "Hey, welcome to the first game of the season for the Mets. Here's the first pitch, and the season's over." And he throws his hat on the floor. What was I saying? Yeah, absolutely. As far as Face Orton, this is the best he's ever. I grew up with Face Orton in 2010, and it was the most boring I've ever seen a wrestler. Orton and Sheamus, ridiculous.
Orton's always
It's
he never
changed
had any
things.
charisma until lately. Like he's so much fun now, and he's like, I believe when he says I'm having more fun than ever because it's coming across our TV screens.
And that's why the heel turn is going to be that much more impactful.
Yeah.
I said it last week. Don't you
Riddle.
think it's weird how everyone's sitting here like,
Riddle.
Orton's having the most fun of his life. He's so happy, best friends with Riddle. That's going to make that turn that much more interesting.
Nope. Riddle turning on Orton is
No,
good.
no,
Is the way to go.
I thought it would be, but the fact that they're hyping up happy Randy Orton, cut the shit. We're going to
What
get
about
He
this?
has
Let-
to,
Let's point to the fact of what Roman said in his little Instagram video. shots fired at Riddle when he said it was a match full of Hall of Famers. Oh wait, Riddle was in there too.
That was good.
That was funny.
That's
yeah,
a
pal.
match for them.
But
God,
here's the thing too: if Riddle's gonna turn on Randy Orton, he's gonna have to fucking change his whole gimmick.
Oh,
I'm not
absolutely.
buying this. Come on, bro. I'm a heel now, bro. That's not gonna fly.
No.
He's gonna have to like fucking drop that speech inflection that he has, and just fucking he has to go full
Absolutely.
heel.
I agree.
Or it's not
I
gonna
agree.
work.
He's got to be a
all.
stone cold killer, you know? Like, I mean,
I agree.
I think it could be great. I just don't know if WWE would be willing to go that route with the amount of merch that they could get out of Riddle, with all of the connections to the fans. Like, I feel like the safe route is Orton, but I think they're in a spot where if they do go with Orton, it would be fantastic.
And even
cut this crap though about like worrying about merch. Let's have good wrestling stories, okay?
Yeah, but it's just something to think about.
And Orton goes heel, it could still give Riddle a new persona, mad and more like
right.
Joker.
We saw that yesterday on Raw. I mean, like at the
serious.
end of that match, Riddle kind of went off, which I liked.
So we need to see a more serious side of Riddle. I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they're going with Riddle like how when Big E first got into a singles run, how everyone was saying, you know, you could have fun Big E, but when it gets to the point, you know, he turns serious. I think that's what we're seeing with Riddle now. Is like he's fun Riddle, but when it gets to that point, you know, he comes serious, and I'm cool with that 100%. Because Riddle, how he is now, he's cool. I love Riddle.
I never saw Riddle on the Indies. Was he more serious? Anybody here watch him on the Indies at all?
He was like a more serious version of what he is now. It was just like his personality, but like he really let his in-ring prowess.
He didn't have like the colorful tights and stuff like that.
Scooter,
Even in NXT, when he was in NXT, it wasn't like that.
Riddle's the new Let's take it down a notch on that one.
That's awesome.
What other matches did we have? Oh, we had let's talk about Edge and AJ Styles. We have Rhea Ripley joining the Judgment Day. What are our thoughts on that? I think
fucking O.
Yep.
Fucking
Stay with your chest. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, I mean the match was great. The payoff, everything, just top to bottom. This was just perfectly well done. I mean, this is when this match was the reason why I have to do the NXT report. Caught me off guard. Not gonna lie, you know. I thought we were gonna see AJ get a win back, and then they were gonna go into what you call Hell in the Cell. But I mean, this was really well done. Yeah. I will say this too, real quick. I thought the whole pay-per-view pretty much was great. There was one stinker match, but that's okay. But I thought this whole pay-per-view was beautiful. So
yeah, it was very, very good pay-per-view. I thoroughly enjoyed it from top to bottom. That main event, holy smokes.
God, dog.
Yeah, that went crazy. It went off the rails.
Yeah, it was good to let them see them get so physical. Usually WWE can't even speak. WWE hasn't allowed that lately.
Right.
It seemed like they really took it to another level, and it was so much fun to see.
Between Cody and Seth and the 6-man tag, Tom, I think you were the one that told me this, that it was better than did you say it was better than night 2 of Mania?
No, but it probably was.
I think it was a lot better than night 2 of Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
night 1 of Mania was
night 2 of Mania
night
kind
1
of
of Mania was definitely hard to the top.
Yeah. I don't know.
That Austin Stunner on McMahon.
Oh, that was the best moment in wrestling history right there. So when we're talking about Edge, and let's come back to Judgment Day for a minute. I don't know. This might be a hot take. I'll throw it up.
Hot takes here. Get your hot takes here.
I don't think you need to add anyone else in Judgment Day. I'm cool with the 3 of them.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think it's just like if you add anyone else, like it could work, like throw in a Tommaso Ciampa or like even Finn Balor, but like I'm cool with just Edge, Damian, Rhea.
I actually think AJ and Finn pairing is more exciting too. Like let them be together for a while, and I wouldn't mind. I know this is a crazy thing to say, but I would love to see Vince go swoop in and just make the Good Brothers an offer they can't refuse to come back and have them all together again.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think that's happening, pal.
Yeah, you would have to offer them a shitload of money and some outs on that contract.
Yeah. My thing with Judgment Day, and I know Tom's going to agree with this because we both agree, it's technically not a faction for me until you have 4 members. And I don't know. But I mean, the fact that you do have a woman in there does kind of change it up a little bit, you know. So I would maybe like to see another person, but I kind of have mixed feelings towards it. I do like the pairings that they have right now. But I and that's not saying like they need it really, but to make an actual faction, in my eyes, I don't know. All you got is Freebirds here, you know.
Well, who would you put in as that fourth? Is it Tommaso Ciampa or anyone else?
Ciampa would be a good one, but you know, if you want to do a real swerve, bro, you put in Ali and have him turn on Ciampa. So,
I wouldn't mind that.
You know,
hot takes here. Get your hot takes here.
That because I have a big hot take.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I still think Judgment Day is just a bunch of garbage, and I can't stand it.
Oh my god!
Get out! I'm done with him.
I don't acknowledge him.
I'm done.
I don't
with
know.
him. So, I'm done with Tom.
What? Why?
Why?
It just seems forced. It doesn't seem natural.
You think it's a House of Black ripoff?
No, I really don't. It doesn't remind me of House of Black. I mean, I guess maybe a little bit, but I don't feel like it's a ripoff of House of Black. I
mean, House of Black is a Ministry ripoff, and then the Ministry is a dungeon. It's like you get a. You can even say House of Black is a ripoff of Dark Order when it first started, when they're like more evil and stuff like that.
They're not a ripoff of anyone. I feel like they're their own thing. I mean,
I think so too.
You can't, Tom. You can't tell me yesterday Raw they filled out a whole half hour of just Judgment Day, and they did it so well. It was the promo.
Did they?
Rhea versus Liv.
Yeah.
Damian versus Finn.
Liv.
I had them on my TV for a half hour. When that segment was done and they were standing with their arms in the air, I was like, I could watch this for another 2 hours. They are so good, right? If it's not Roman, they're the best thing that's going on.
Yeah.
And I know that just started, but like that Rhea inclusion just
right. It changed the game. You know what they did?
Fits with them. I just don't care for them. I don't know.
You know, people want to compare House of Black to compare them to House of Black, blah, 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 blah. You know what they did? It just made House of Black have to step up their game now, to be honest with you. And it's a shame AEW didn't put Julia Hart in the faction last week. You know, like they just upped the ante right there. So if you want to compare them, I don't think they're the same, but you know, they just upped the ante.
Yeah, that Julia Hart inclusion is going to have to really surprise a lot of people because I know we're not AEW, but like I don't see how this Julia Hart thing's going to work out. But
oh my god,
okay, whatever. No, Judgment Day, House of Black, they're both great. Don't get me wrong. I think House of Black, they're getting to a point where they kind of got to switch things up a little. But Judgment Day, they're dope. I like them. Plus, we haven't even mentioned Edge cut off his hair.
Yeah, right.
Did notice that.
Yeah, great shortcut.
The theme song, which I didn't think was gonna work, Edge's new theme song, fantastic.
It's a banger.
Cut hair. Yeah. I mean, Damian Priest looking.
He's got bad guy lawyer hair now.
Even Damian, I love Damian Priest when he's doing the all rise and they cut to the crowd and people are standing up. It's so good.
How long do you think Judgment Day is gonna last?
What did you say?
How long do you think Judgment Day is gonna last?
I think you can get some longevity out of them.
At least a year.
I think a year out of them.
Mm-hmm.
I would be totally shocked if they're still together by Mania. Shocked. If it's that long.
Hot takes here. Get your hot takes here.
Why do we keep you on this show, Tom?
Because I'm the champion.
I know, unfortunately.
Acknowledge me.
It's bad. It's bad, but I have to agree with young Anthony.
I know. It is bad. That is very bad. You have to agree with me.
J-Bone, you stabbing me in the back? Pearl Harbor job here? What's going on?
Pearl Harbor!
I'm sorry, man. I gotta speak my truth.
Tavern says Judgment Day has been better story thus far. House of Black has better members. Yeah. I mean, Edge. Hold on. We got
Buddy Matthews. Come on,
Buddy.
I don't disagree here at all. I agree. I love Buddy Matthews.
I love Brody King. I think Brody King has the
over
edge over
Damian Priest.
Yes.
I think Edge over Malachi.
You have Edge. Fucking Edge. Are you kidding
And
me?
are we comparing Rhea Ripley and Julia Hart? Or are we comparing Rhea Ripley and Buddy?
Hey, they are dating, by the way, so that's kind of funny.
Hey, look at that. No, I mean, either way you look at it,
I
think
don't know,
both are great.
man. I don't know.
Look at me and J-Bone agreeing on something. I never thought I'd see the day.
Whoa.
The
Ace
planets
says,
must have aligned.
House of Black and Judgment Day is a good AEW WWE comparison in a microcosm. JD is canned, scripted, forced, and what is perceived to. Let me take this off the screen. This is why you're no longer the champion. This is why you're no longer the champion, Ace.
Yeah.
But
Give me Brody King over and Buddy over Damian. Well, I mean, now we're comparing two guys over one, but Damian is one of the most overrated wrestlers. Overrated is a stretch. I don't really love Damian, but I think that he's playing well into this little.
The styles of House of Black are just so much better. Like the whole wrestling style.
Look, they got to be careful with House of Black, and I know that they've talked about this on the flagship, which is I know that I can speak on this. They got to be careful, and they got to put them in a big story. Like Malachi should be in a world championship feud by now.
I agree.
If I could twist this into a Rawdown, I'm nervous that the House of Black is going to start being booked, and they might be like the Wyatt family was. A lot of promos, a lot of backstage vignettes.
You're not wrong.
And they put them in these smaller feuds right off the bat. Bray, when I watched Bray Wyatt for the first time, immediately world championship, should have won the title. Wyatt family was the most interesting thing that they did. And what happened? Small feud with Punk and Daniel Bryan, small feud with Cena that killed him off, small feud with The Undertaker that did nothing for him. I don't think it'll happen. It shouldn't happen, but they need to be careful not to keep doing these backstage vignettes, adding members, and not having any substance to the feuds. That's all.
Yeah, no, you're right. The story. What's the story, bro? What's the story with House of Black? Where are they going? What's the future plans for this faction?
Well, the Trios Championship is coming. The Trio title.
Yeah, God, that's a whole nother.
And another thing, I'm not sure if this is, throw the hot take in. I'm not sure if this is really
hold
a hot
on,
take.
let me get the hot take.
Hot takes here. Get your hot takes here.
I don't think Malachi Black is going anywhere near the AEW championships. You don't have to worry about that even happening.
Ever?
Wow.
Yeah, I think you're right. And to go on Nick's comment, he says, Edge, the guy who had sex celebration on live television, pal. Yeah, sex is awesome. Okay.
It was fantastic. Damn it.
And it drew more numbers and whatever.
Yeah. Let me go through these comments real quick. House of Black entrance, it is pretty elite. But Judgment Day's entrance is pretty awesome. Cool. Not to compare, but hold on now. Yeah. Ace says Judgment Day is theatrical campy. Halloween party level horror.
That's what House of Black is.
Genuine witchcraft and authenticity. Chad says, we've been saying that for weeks. Thanks for listening. You see, that's why I shouted you out. Go listen to the flagship show. They say some pretty great things on there. Yeah. Ace says, if you like Party City decorated Halloween party, enjoy Judgment Day.
I don't think they're horror, though. That's the thing. I don't think they're
like, ridiculous.
I think it's more like a cult or
something.
Could have
been terrorizing Hangman instead of playing grab ass. I love the phrase grab ass. I'm sorry.
I guess I didn't have.
I'm telling you. None of them. I'm gonna go even further and say none of them are touching gold. None of them. None of that whole faction is not touching anything.
They're dropping the ball with Malachi Black. So
yeah,
seriously,
it's still early. I mean, they still have time. Like we've seen it before. Like people that have been there a year, they were able to flip the switch on. So there's time for them, but like they gotta. Time's ticking. Time's ticking, Tony. Time's ticking, Tony.
I think he hasn't been on a single pay-per-view since he's joined AEW.
No, he was on the last one.
Oh, pre-show. He was on the pre-show.
Was that the? Oh yeah, it was still a banger match though.
It was still a great match, but I mean, there's no story. There's nothing.
Well, they have the story now against the Death Triangle.
Oh, God,
there's no story there.
Green jacket, gold jacket. Who gives a shit? I mean, it's just. At least this Judgment Day at least there's a story with it.
Yeah. So you think Judgment Day is better than House of Black?
Yes.
I might
just at this time.
This title now and piss on it.
At this
as
time.
far as I think you're probably going by story, right? Like
story as far as like being booked, I guess the story,
right.
Sure.
Right.
Come on, Tom.
This is
just don't see it. These promos that Malachi and House of Black cut every week, those little vignettes they show, amazing
every week. What else?
It's boring. It's boring.
Not boring. Like
yes,
the whole 2 hours of Malachi giving those promos.
Yeah, with his little Riddler quotes.
Great.
Riddle me that. Riddle me this. I'm afraid of the big bat.
Malachi is so good.
Oh boy,
I can't wait.
House of Black will win the trios titles.
The Blackpool Combat Club. That's what I'm waiting for.
That will be something.
That will be something.
That will be something.
Yes,
but that's because
Anthony
Blackpool Combat Club, how great they've been booked. I mean,
they're not. Yeah, House of Black is not touching the trios titles either. They're not touching any titles.
No one should be touching the trios titles. Trios titles shouldn't even be a thing. In
that
case, get rid of the tag team titles. If you're going to put everyone together in a trios,
talking about participation trophies.
Luchasaurus.
They're not.
You should call them the interim trios titles if you want. Interim trios.
You know who should be the trios champion? The Trash Can. That's who should be the trios
I love
champion.
when
the dumpster
AR calls him the Luchasaurus, the world's largest lizard. Just pisses all over his.
House of Black will be in a feud with CM Punk when he is champ. Mark my words.
That's a
I would like to
man
see it
right there.
When he is champ.
Very smart man.
We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to see House of Black as the champions because they're fucking cool. It's a cool gimmick. Spooky shit is great. But like at the stage we're at right now, like time's ticking, Tony. Give me something with House of Black.
Yeah. He's almost a year in AEW and he hasn't done shit since he started.
Yeah. I mean, the same thing was happening with Miro, though. Like, let's be real. Miro
week and their booking kind of got wacky. Malachi is.
Say that again, Tom.
I said that's because Malachi came in last summer. He was hot right off the bat. Had the whole thing with Cody, and then all of a sudden, Tony Khan brought in every wrestler on the planet that was a free agent. That was halfway. Well, no, that was pretty good. And like the booking kind of got like I think that kind of hurt Malachi when
Cream rises to the top, pal. You know?
I mean, Cody and Malachi were doing their own thing.
Black is not an awesome thing. That their entrance is good. They kick ass in the ring.
They're not bigger than like Adam Cole or they're not. It's just that I just don't see them as. I don't know.
I mean, I agree.
No Judgment Day now. They're no Judgment Day.
If they do Malachi and Punk, that'll be something. But
he kind of just mentioned it there.
Oh my god.
Your brains have been made into such mush from watching WWE that you somehow believe Judgment Day isn't campy and Rocky Horror shit.
I can't stand
this. This is the guy who talks about a show that doesn't even have a weekly, TV deal. Listen,
got him.
Take the champ. You lost your title. Sit in the comments, Ace. Judgment Day is the best.
The Honor Society has more of a weekly show than Ring of Honor.
Jesus.
I love Ace. I love you, Ace. But come on now. Judgment Day. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. Mark it down, folks. May 10th, 2022 is the one day of the year that me and J-Bone have ever agreed on something. And technically,
Yeah.
Marco, I guess all of us have agreed on something.
Yeah, we all. Yeah.
It took me coming in to get you guys to agree on something.
I know. You
Like
really bring out the
Judgment
best in
Day.
us, don't you?
Ugh.
Maybe you are the glue that holds it all together. Oh boy, what a conversation! What a chat we had there. Is it time to get into who won the week? Let's get into
think
who won the
so.
week.
Who won the week?
Judgment Day. They won. The
Judgment Day won the week. I mean, fuck it. We have to get right back into them because, like I said, Judgment Day had a whole. I know. I just played the sound so that we could talk about them again.
The Rawdown Championship coming to me won the week, baby.
Yeah, all right. We put that on the pre-show.
I'll proudly be bringing it over to the All Elite Wrap-Up Show tomorrow night, 10:20 p.m. Me, Mike Belcaster, and Freems.
Where's the strap
that'll be
at,
on
bro?
buy-in instead of the
I'll
pre-show.
go get one tomorrow. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's gonna be classy. You'll see.
Raw won the week. Clearly, I think there's no.
I
discussion
mean, yeah. I mean, there was nothing on SmackDown really, and
I don't even remember SmackDown.
I don't either.
Yeah.
That's so. You see, that's kind of unfair whenever we do these pay-per-view reviews. That like
I agree.
SmackDown can't even remember what happened.
But see that's an issue with WWE that I've said now for over a year. Their go home shows suck.
Yep.
You know, they don't care. But
Thank you. Agree 100%.
I'm with Ace on Judgment Day. The
Same thing with
authenticity
Damian
is
Priest. Why did they
nowhere.
turn him? It made no
HOBs.
sense. It came out of nowhere.
Why did? I mean, they
I,
made something out of it.
what makes them authentic? Because they all wear black.
Yeah.
What makes them authentic? They started this trend. They came up like
Is
that.
it because of the face paint on them?
Into, we should come out with fire and smoke and in the dark. Ooh, we're cool.
His face paint keeps
Edge-
growing on his eye.
Edge changes.
You know what?
Oh, me.
I mean, Malachi he has to watch out for that face paint. Can't let it grow anymore. So they have to
it's
stay
gonna
on that
start
one
growing
side.
on the other
or
members.
TK's gonna have
Soon
some
you're gonna
problems
start
if
seeing the face paint creep in on the.
It's like a chia
that-
pit.
that face paint takes over this whole face. There might be
We're
some.
gonna have another Finn Balor situation on our hands. Oh Christ, we have fun here at the tavern. Look, Judgment Day, half hour was filled on Raw simply with them alone. Like I said, the promo, which was great.
That doesn't mean
And
anything when you have a
unfair.
3-hour crappy show and you have to fill it with something.
They
So
filled
they
it
had
well.
a half hour on Raw. Big deal. Cody and Seth had a half hour on Raw.
Yeah, I'm not too much of a fan of this continuation of Cody Seth, to be honest with
neither.
you.
So let's talk about Cody.
God
and Seth.
damn, another one.
Let's talk about Cody and Seth for a moment.
Ah,
Okay, let's see. Because Malachi is truly into the occult. Nothing about Edge feels dark, but Edge was in the Brood.
Y'all
Edge
don't
was in
like
the ministry.
Edge?
They talked about it. Story.
Well, me neither.
He was drinking.
It's not
blood
about
with-
that life.
Yeah,
It's not about that
drinking-
occult
Edge was
life.
drinking blood when Malachi Black was swimming in his father's nutsack. All
There
right?
you go. There you go.
Do you follow Malachi on social? Dude might sacrifice goats in real life. Oh.
looks like in CM Punk. Watch out, CM Punk, when Malachi gets a hold of you.
Yeah, he doesn't have to worry about that. Malachi's not touching any.
Yeah, and Duke the Dumpster Joshi was really taking out the trash.
You really want to see? I got to ask an honest question. Does anyone really want to see Malachi Black face CM Punk?
100%.
I'll be down for that. I would be down for that.
Overweight to Seth and Cody.
Their styles
We're back.
together, they train together.
I would be down for that. Like,
I'd be
but
down
if
for
they
it.
build it right. If they build
There
it right.
are a few feuds that, if they tapped into them, could make House of Black very interesting. One of those is Punk. Another one is Blackpool Combat Club. I'm sure there's a few
Yeah,
other ones. That
I would go with that
right now.
over. I would go with that over Punk because it's more Punk's by himself. It was the Blackpool Combat Club. It's more.
I think you'll be blown away by CM Punk versus Malachi Black.
You know what, Marco? I know what you're thinking of. A match that you would love to see: Malachi Black versus Adam Cole, baby. That's at the top of your list, isn't it, Matt?
Yes, that's what I want to see.
The loser has to go back to WWE.
The loser has to go.
Loser
to
goes
the
back to Stanford.
lower mid card.
Match.
The loser has to shave their head and become Keith Lee's manager.
That's a possibility, folks. That's a possibility. Loser debuts with a new gimmick and then immediately gets fired from the roster.
Nice.
Look, let's talk about Cody and Seth, please. We've talked enough about Malachi. We can continue this conversation
100%.
on a future debate because I think it's just brewing to happen. Let's talk about Seth, and it's like the Ministry terrorizing Stone Cold. Yeah,
that was exciting. That was an exciting 3 weeks of television.
Malachi is in my top 5, probably top 3 in AEW or all of wrestling right now. Never mind just AEW. I love Malachi.
God.
I love Aleister Black. I love Malachi.
Should I just throw it up because we're throwing?
Hot takes here. Get your hot takes here.
Top 5 in all of wrestling.
I love Malachi. I went to that
All of
wrestling show
wrestling.
just to meet
All
him.
of wrestling.
Kenny Omega, Roman Reigns.
I love his gimmick. I love everything about Malachi Black.
Who are the other ones? I need to know. Kenny
You want to know
Omega.
my top 5 right now?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Take Conti. Come on, we know.
Take Conti, Nikita Lyons.
No.
Santino Morella's daughter.
I love Bryan Danielson. I have to look down where I wrote his name down. So I don't say it.
All right, good.
I love Malachi. I love Ethan Page.
Ethan Page.
I love Ethan Page.
No, Ethan Page is good. I like Ethan Page. Top 5.
I'm talking about my top 5
his top
guys
five.
in wrestling.
Hey, you got a bad top 5. It's okay. It's okay to be wrong and have bad opinions.
Are you the Rawdown champion?
I will be come Hell in a Cell, but you're just keeping that title warm.
No, you're going to be watching like NXT crap. Trust me.
I'll honestly, you know what? I don't mind it because I'll be watching Santino's daughter.
Well, I'll watch it for that, but
I see.
No, you're watching because you do the NXT report. Dad says, not going to lie, Cody and Seth are tearing it up right now, enjoying their matches.
I am too.
Yeah. Can we please talk about Cody and Seth real quick?
Let's talk about Cody and Seth.
Yeah, let's talk about that horse shit.
So they're continuing this feud, and I don't understand why. Is
John
Seth
Moxley?
going to win the match at Hell in a Cell?
I don't even know why they're doing a third match. They should have done a rubber match.
I mean, like,
Who's
Anthony, who's the top 5? Right now, are you talking about right now or all time?
Right now?
Right now.
Right now, your 5 favorite guys in wrestling right now.
Roman.
Number 1 is Edge, and then it's Damian Priest. Rhea Ripley.
No,
is so cool and scary.
Hold on.
Nightmares.
Roman, Bryan Danielson, MJF.
MJF, he's a good one.
That's tough. I don't know. I don't know. Come back to me. Let's keep talking about Cody and Seth. I'm going to look into this.
So Cody and Seth. So and I think Marco, you said it right. Like, why are they doing a third? Because after Cody beat him, he was standing on the apron going like 2-0, baby, 2-0. Like, why? What's the point of Seth continuing the storyline? Like, move on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Cody's gonna win a third time. Like, I don't know.
There's no blow off match. That's the thing.
Right.
Like, there's nothing to like fight about. He beat him twice already. It's not a trilogy.
He pulled the tights. Oh, okay. All right, Ric Flair in 1992.
Yeah, they're probably gonna go with that.
Is it going to be in a cell? Their match should be in a cell because I think that cell match would be pretty freaking amazing because Cody
what's
is
the
going
story?
at 100% right now.
What's the story? He can't beat Cody?
Yeah,
I mean, it's like watching Daniel Cormier trying to fight John Bone Jones.
Yeah,
like
lost 3 times.
Right. I don't want to see it again.
Yeah, I don't want to see it either. They are tearing it up.
You can't beat them.
I mean, I wouldn't mind not seeing it right now. Let it come down the line again when Cody has the title or something.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I just don't think you need to do this match again because it puts them in a spot where Seth has to win I mean, unless you're gonna put Cody over 3 times, which you should do, but you don't really need to do it for Cody. It's only gonna harm Seth by having him lose 3 times. But
Are they trying to like repeat the Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns thing where Seth Rollins has that Roman Reigns thing over him? Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
That's not a bad top 5.
Madcap is so cool. I love him right now.
Wait, hold on. Put that back up. Madcap Moss, Ezekiel, Dewdrop, Happy Corbin. I like me some.
You'll be
Happy
hating on
Corbin.
Dewdrop, man.
Oh my god!
Also,
Of course you do.
Do not slander the name Madcap
Yeah, Piper
Moss.
Niven's awesome.
He's winning
man.
me over, Madcap Moss.
Oh yeah, man. It looks like he just came back from the Hamptons. Like,
And that's from someone who
congratulations.
hated Madcap Moss. I hate it. You remember
Oh, yeah.
my Madcap Moss hatred. I couldn't even talk about the guy.
But now they've won me over, and I love Madcap Moss.
They're booking him right.
His jokes are so funny. He's so funny with his
Go to bed
jokes.
and his figure tells me joke.
I hate this show.
Think it's
He told me this
jokes?
knock fickle.
That's what you are. That's what you all are. Oh my gosh.
He tickles my pickle.
Oh, jeez. What the hell? Oh, my God.
All right, wait. Top 5. Let me come back to this.
All right. Can't wait.
Bryan Danielson, in no order. Bryan Danielson, Roman, MJF. I don't love how he's booked, but like Nakamura is my guy. He's always been my guy.
Yeah, I love his entrance. I dancing Nakamura. I
Go
just
back
love
to
him.
New Japan, Nakamura, and then come back to me.
What about music hits? I just get on my couch and I dance with Nakamura.
It looks like he has carpal tunnel syndrome when he comes out. It's so cool.
Oh,
And I guess Brock would be my third. Brock's won me over.
You got
Yeah,
way
no
too many
Brock.
WWE guys in there.
I love Brock. His beard looks like
I'm
it
3 to 2.
smells so good.
WWE.
Yeah, I rest my case.
3 to 2 WWE is too many. AEW, whatever. Nakamura. Go back and watch. You want a match recommendation? Nakamura versus Kota Ibushi at Wrestle Kingdom 9.
Newsflash.
And then go
it's not
watch
WWE,
Nakamura
dude.
versus AJ Styles in Wrestle Kingdom 10. And then go watch Nakamura versus Sami Zayn from TakeOver Dallas.
yeah.
Oh wait, I forgot how much I love Boogs too. Boogs is so good.
No,
Hey,
Rick
Boogs
Boogs
is
is a
like-
popular
so
name here
sexy.
at the tavern. Don't slander Boogs. Hawk will go off on you.
I love that guy who does all those podcasts, and he's like their commentator. He's so funny. What's his name? Pat. I love him. He's so funny.
You mean
Oh,
the
Pat
signing of
AJ
2010?
Styles,
Pat McAfee?
Pat McAfee. He's so good. He's as good as AJ.
He knows
you mean
sports.
the
He
most
gets sports
important
so
signing
well.
of the
Mania was
last
better than
decade,
AJ's
Pat
man.
McAfee? That Pat McAfee, the one who is bringing in a lot of mainstream viewers, Pat McAfee? Most important signing since AJ Styles, Pat McAfee?
Uh-huh.
I'll stand by that. I will
That's not
always-
what you said. You said the most important signing in 10 years.
Yes. I stand
no.
by that. Most
Over
important.
Brock Lesnar and Ronda Rousey? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyways. Anyways, let's move on here.
What else are we talking about?
Cody and Seth.
Cody and Seth.
I think I got what I have to say about it. Marco OG.
I already said
That's
I
it?
don't want to see
Yeah.
a third.
Yeah.
Definitely don't want to see a third match. We
There's
don't
no
need
need.
it.
There's no need.
I am enjoying them though together.
Yeah, I
but
agree.
just
I
want
don't
to
need to
third.
see a third match, but if you're going to put them in a cell, I'll be glad to watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too. Definitely. I
What
agree with
other
that.
matches can they put in the cell at this point that they've built up?
I think you might see the unified title match be in the cell. Tag team title match.
I mean,
Can do
AJ
that.
and Edge will probably be
I
in
would
a
like
cell
that.
to bar
Edge and
everyone
AJ
away.
could happen in the cell.
Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin.
Oh, man.
Put that in the cell. Put that on Mania. Come on now.
You just got a boner
when
you said that, J-Bone.
J Boner.
Part of me thought before we got the announcement for Raw next week that they were going to throw Omos and Bobby Lashley in the cage, and I don't want to see that. I really hope they don't put them in the cell.
Almost a wrestler.
Almost a wrestler was going to get in the cell. I don't think they'll do it, but
No, it's like a cage
I'm
match.
almost. I'm a giant. I'm a big guy.
apparently he's been training with Kevin Nash, so that's a good thing at least.
Yeah.
He did have some. He had some Kevin Nash like moves though the other night though when he did the Vader move. You know that was a Kevin Nash. So
big sex.
Look at Chad giving us a little props here. I'm biased as fuck, but there is no better WWE podcast than the Rawdown. You guys are popping me tonight. Well, thank you. I hope you listened to us long enough to realize that Judgment Day is the best thing in the WWE besides Roman Reigns.
Are we getting a raise?
Are we getting a raise?
Podcast could go for 100 hours and he wouldn't realize that because it's not true.
On the other side, won't you reach the other side?
I said it before,
singing
man.
that song. What the hell is that?
I was like, we're the Rawdown's the other flagship show, man.
Yeah, man.
We're the WWE flagship show, so
call the Hawk. Get Hawk on the show.
We need to get our call.
We don't.
Hey,
need to do that.
Hawk, he gives their spot on analysis each and every week.
He does.
Hawk equals ratings.
After listening to Hawk on J Bones coming down the aisle, I acknowledge Hawk.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Hawk.
I'm calling for a petition here at the tavern. From now on, everywhere other than the Rawdown, Hawk needs to be called Hawk needs to be called Ryan, because here on the Rawdown we don't use real names. We can't use real names, so we have to call him Hawk. It's just
you really are a turd that Vince McMahon shit out.
With pride.
God damn, I shouldn't enjoy destroying lives.
Call him Hawk on the Rawdown. Call him Ryan everywhere else. He can use his real name. That's WWE booking for you. Right there.
By the way, genius, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. Let's wrap up this show the only way we know how. Oh wait, was there a match of the week that we wanted to bring up? Anyone?
We could just I was just gonna do it off of Backlash, and
I just want to hear the music, so let's do it.
Wow, that reminds me too much of NXT.
It's a great song.
Oh, NXT, you mean? Never mind. Match of the week. I forgot we had Backlash that we could take into consideration. All right. Let's start with J-Bone. What was your match of the week?
I'm going to go with the 6-man tag match.
Ooh.
Yeah, that I agree with him. That 6-man tag match was fire. I'm going with that as well.
Marco, who are you going with?
I mean, since they're going with that, I'm going to go with the show opener. I'm going to go with Seth and Cody.
Good pick. I am going with Madcap No, I'm kidding. I'll also go with the 6-man tag. I'm torn between these two. I feel like I have to give it to both of them, but I think I'll go for the 6-man just because it felt different. I also want to call out a match that we didn't even mention on the evening, and Tyson said that it was his match of the night. Charlotte and Ronda. What did you guys think about this match?
I thought that Tyson was kidding when he said that.
It was okay.
It was better than the Mania match.
It was better than the Mania match.
The match was bad. Like
it was better than the Mania match. I mean,
that wasn't hard.
I could have
had a Mania match.
Goddamn, pal.
For some reason, I don't know why.
I thought it was okay. I thought they got to stop letting the two of them talk, and they put them in a match where they have to talk. It was. God.
Actually, I'll tell you what, and I'm hard on Ronda. It was the best she ever sounded talking. She actually sounded like she was into it, and usually she sounds like she's just phoning it in.
No,
I didn't think she was terrible this week during that match.
It's awkward when she talks.
Her promos were awkward. This wasn't as awkward.
I felt it was very awkward. You know, it wasn't awkward.
Looking in the mirror. Oh wait.
Goddamn.
You know, it wasn't awkward though.
Missed making fun of young Anthony.
Edge's Judgment Day promo was not awkward. Whatever. Let me go through some comments real quick before we end the show. Young Anthony, the turd of the tavern. Make it a shirt.
Damn.
Make it a shirt.
Damn, Nick Storm.
I'll
Jeez.
wear it with pride.
Wow.
We got shoot names here on the tavern.
Ryan.
Ryan Hockenberger.
I like that.
What a guy.
And if you want to see spot on analysis, follow them at Pastor Hot.
Yeah. No.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You just skipped over Nick Storm's comment, and you don't skip over Nick Storm's comment.
Match of the week, squash match from Tom and young Antoine. Tom obliterating Anthony's beta male gothic faction takes.
Wow.
My correct faction takes? I think you forgot to mention that word. By the way, let's address it out in the open here. Nick Storm is only 1 year older than me. And yet I'm young Anthony. There's no young Nick Storm.
Well, if you don't realize a guy that's 1 year older than you makes you younger than him.
No, I know, but two guys who are significantly younger than everyone else at the tavern. No young Nick. Plus, it's only by a few months. I might.
We can call him.
I hate to break down science and math for you because it might be hard for you, but he was born first, which makes him older.
Yes.
And you are young, Anthony.
The numbers don't lie.
Thank
True.
you. Thank you, Scott.
I'm just saying, two guys, youngest at the tavern, but he doesn't get the title.
Because you're the youngest.
Well, you can call him Little Nicky. How about that? It's like the.
I would like that.
Movie.
If he's on the Rawdown,
Really?
we'll name Young Nick, and that's all.
that
That's
movie?
all I'll say. We use work names here at the tavern. Is that dad working or shooting? Best line of the night.
I may be only a few months older, but my knowledge goes a millennium.
That is why me and him will be starring on Before Our Time, coming very soon to the Turnbuckle Tavern, where we go back.
We're going to rename that show In Our Dad's Sack.
In Our Dad's Sack, writer.
That joke will always get old. Turnbuckle Tavern Chad says Charlotte and Ronda have zero chemistry. Yes, they are probably even. Marco, I'll go to you on this one. Who has worse chemistry, Charlotte and Ronda, or Ronda and Becky?
Charlotte and Ronda.
It's Ronda. She's the common denominator out of.
Yeah.
No, I said between Charlotte and Ronda. Or Ronda and Becky.
I don't know. They're both. It's equal because she brings them both down.
That's true.
Sorry. If any Ronda fans are out there, I'm sorry.
There's not. Those don't exist.
Ronda.
As the Ronda.
You little weirdo. Ronda.
Before a time, just Ronda and Ronda have the worst chemistry. That's very true. Tyson says, I'm not kidding. The I Quit match was the match of the week. Oof. Get the hot takes button in there. And I'm not kidding. I want my title shot. Well, Tyson, unfortunately, no, that's not going to be happening.
Goddamn, pal.
Goddamn. Wow.
Listeners.
Is your name President Sneed? I don't think so.
That's true. Well, he's live via satellite tonight, so he is not here, unfortunately. All right. Let's wrap it up, folks. Oh, I almost hit the wrong button.
Who won the week?
Didn't we do this part already?
We do it twice. We enter with the Raw Who Won the Week, and then we close out with the Raw Who Won the Week. Get with the times, Tom. You want to be champion, learn the show.
You're running 2 segments twice. Oof.
We don't have an intro and an outro. What do you want from me? Red pill or blue pill? What are we going with this week? Let's start with J-Bone.
Purple pill. Backlash.
Oh, that's true. All right, let's compare Raw and Backlash. No, I'm kidding. I will say Raw was, I don't know if I'll go as far as to say the best in weeks, but it was a damn good show last week.
I quit.
Look at them. You see, I had to get one take that would disagree the two of us.
Well, you disagree most of the night. I'm not used to seeing him without headphones.
Look at
God.
him.
Wow.
I'll stand by it. I'm not. What do you think? What do you think? A turned off camera is gonna scare me? Don't care. Don't care. J-Bone, get back in here. You have to plug your show.
What are you doing?
I'll plug my show, then I quit.
You can't quit. You're fired. What a show.
Yeah, Marco, what you think?
I'm gonna go Backlash too. If we're gonna compare shows,
I love how you had to think about it.
Go Backlash.
Yeah, I'll go Backlash.
Yeah, let's go Backlash.
It's Backlash without a doubt. One.
Tom, where are you going with?
Backlash.
You just said it.
I didn't hear.
But I'm not good enough to call Backlash.
Jeez.
I love that drop. All right. Well, I'll also go with Backlash. Although Raw was very good yesterday, we'll go with Backlash. And with
what was very good about it?
What was good about Raw yesterday? Cody versus Austin Theory was a fun match.
They had a half hour of the Judgment Day. That was good.
It was great. That really carried the show for me.
The opening match was good.
Opening match was very good. I could watch. Here's something that we don't really talk about, like RK-Bro, Street Profits, Alpha Academy. I could watch those three teams in any combination wrestle.
We've watched it since January.
We have.
I'm
saying though, like they're great.
Every match you see is the same. Like Montez Ford does that flip over the turnbuckle. It's cool, but like every week,
that's fine. It's
it
good
should
stuff.
be broken out at special times.
It's good shit, pal.
It's good shit, pal.
I love that Ken Owens and Ezekiel segment. That was.
Yeah, I'm not mind any Ezekiel thing. I'm having fun with it.
I haven't, but then they bring out Ken Owens, like
Ken Owens. His older brother.
Ken Owens can suck it.
We make movies.
How they had Ezekiel playing into that he believed it was Ken Owens just cracked me up even more.
That was good.
I thought Kevin Owens was going to come out with no beard. I thought that was because his beard looked extra bushy yesterday with his promo. I thought he was going to come out and shave it all off.
Ezekiel looking shocked when he took the wig off. That's hysterical.
That was good. I like what they're doing with Ezekiel. They should bring back Damian Sandow and have him be Elias.
Yeah, he last night Ezekiel made reference to letting Elias come out and sing a lullaby.
Right.
So I wonder if they're working towards something like that.
There's got to be something lined up there.
Maybe Elias will really come back.
Maybe. He's got it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Ezekiel. It's not the same person.
They could be a tag team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't talk about? I just thought of something we didn't mention was Big E's neck is not healing.
Oh.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Hopefully just it needs more time. And he doesn't need to go in for diffusion surgery.
I forgot about that. Good call, Tom. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I just thought of it now when we're talking about E. I'm thinking Big E. So, more prayers to him and recovery back at some point.
Yep, absolutely. But we shall see. Sucks. I still can't believe that happened.
Yeah, it'll be that'll go down as one of the most wasted times as WWE champion. To be honest with you,
yeah, it's weird. Like usually,
looking back on it,
usually you don't you hear about how good guys are after they pass, like Brody Lee, but Big E. Everybody knows what a good person he is already.
Yeah,
it just sucks. The whole thing just sucks.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, only time will tell, but we shall see. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
Hey, yo.
it's time to end the show. Folks, we had a fun episode here today. And before we get to some plugging of the tavern, we need to plug ourselves. J-Bone, where are we finding Coming Down the Aisle?
You can find Coming Down the Aisle at comingdowntheaislepod.com. This past weekend, dropped top 10 Sting matches. Ooh! That was a weak attempt at the Sting match.
Chavo!
I think my dog's sleeping, so I didn't want to wake him. And then this week I've got Chris from the Hot Tag podcast, and we watch Triple H versus Shawn Michaels.
I am the game, JR.
I am the fucking game, JR.
Hey, Bone, I just had a great idea for a new
What's
tag team. Enzo and Dash.
Hey, there you go.
Mario
Enzo Amore and Big Dash.
Only Dash is 9 pounds.
And he's 9 pounds, and you can't Teach.
Teach.
Yeah, no. So we watch Triple H versus Shawn Michaels from SummerSlam 2002. Check out check out the got new TikTok. Follow me on TikTok at Coming Down the Aisle.
Nice. I just want to call out Ace said, you guys forgot to mention that Rhea essentially ripped off Punk's pipe bomb promo with the autographs on eBay bit.
I'm mad. She can't have the same feelings as CM Punk.
To quote President
mad.
Speed, hey bud, grow up.
Grow up, pal.
I will defend Rhea
I can't do
Ripley
it as
here.
good as Sneed. He hit it's so good.
I'm going to defend Rhea Ripley here and say it's not her. It's a stupid writer who ripped off CM Punk.
It's not even that. It's everyone. Everyone does that. Everyone gets autographs and sells it on eBay. It's not like it only happens to CM Punk. That's only wrestler it happens to.
It says you have to train, say your prayers, and eat your vitamins. That's a ripoff too.
Yeah.
Grow up, Ace.
Grow up.
Ace, I got your back, buddy.
We need some like sound effects of like tavern sayings. Like, grow up. What else? What are some other
green jacket, gold jacket? Who gives a shit?
Green jacket, gold jacket. Who gives a shit? A few other ones need some sound effects. Bellcaster's, God damn it, pal. That's a good one. All right, cool. Marco.
Wait. Hey, Ace. What do you think of young Anthony?
He's a disingenuous dick.
That's a good one. Marco, plug
disingenuous dick. So you can follow me at the MVP Marco on IG. You can also follow me on the Twitter machine at Chick Foley Show. You can follow Sheena at Chick Foley on IG. Go to chickfoleyshow.com. Sign up for the Facebook group. Go to Chick Foley Shop to get your all your merch. Tons of merch up there right now, definitely. New episode out right now, the Pod Warriors review Backlash. So check it.
Are they good enough to call Backlash?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are they good enough to call Backlash? Joey Styles Joey Styles was not good enough to call Backlash.
But I'm not good enough to call Backlash.
Neither are you.
So it's good to know that it was good to call Backlash. Tom, get your shit in.
So you can follow the new Rawdown champion at the OG Kid on Twitter and Instagram. Do not forget Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Me, Mike Bellcaster, Nick Storm, sometimes Marco, sometimes Acefield on Fig Night at the Tavern. On Wednesday night, you got me, Mike, and Freems doing an All Elite wrap up. And on Fridays, exclusive to podcast form, you got me and Mike Bellcaster doing the Turnbuckle sessions. And
good show.
Just for a side note, if you guys are checking out all of our podcasts, Broken VCR is currently on hiatus.
Yes.
They will be back in about a month. So just keep checking the feed and we'll alert you when they'll be back.
Good call there. I was going to completely forgot to mention that, but good call. That's why we have you on the show. I got to get on Fig Night eventually. That's the one show I'm looking at.
You own 3 figures.
Yeah.
Yes, and they're right next to me right now. I got a Jericho, I got a Reigns, a few over there in the box. No, you know the episode that I want to get on.
Madcap Moss figure.
Hey man, when it comes out, I'm gonna be all on. I'm gonna get 2. I'm gonna get the Chase. Is that what they're? I'm gonna get the Chase variant.
Oh my god!
In his blue tights. No.
I want the yellow suspenders.
Yes, absolutely.
We get 10 and make 10 different colored suspenders.
Tom, you know which episode I want to be on. Tom knows the one that I pitched to you, the interview that I want to be on when you.
I do know, and that's actually in the works.
Is it cool? When that happens, let me know.
All right,
we'll talk about it after the show. All right, real quick before we get into the what is this? Anthony isn't ready for the big leagues of the Tavern Fig Night, Bud, you're looking at the big leagues right here. We're the dynamic,
more like the Bush League.
What is it? I'm looking for a word that starts with T. The
titty. I don't know. The T word that came.
Good night, everyone. Do I even need to do the outro? No. I was looking for something to describe our trio. The titillating trio. Because
here
Tom, he's not ready for the trio yet. He's not ready to be one of the pillars of the Rawdown. But you're looking at the big leagues right here.
A pillar. I'm bigger than a pillar. Guys, If you haven't gone to theturnbuckletavern.com yet,
hold on. I'll do the plugging around here. All right, I do the little tavern.
That's what I heard about you.
Yeah. First of all, I would like to say Independent Epicenter coming back with another video very soon. Still working with Invictus Pro Wrestling, as well as a new company on the horizon. Second company that I get to work with, We Are Wrestling, another company based in New Jersey. They have a show coming up next Sunday. Jay Lethal will be on the card. I don't know if I will be at the show to see Jay Lethal, but they have some phenomenal talent. Both companies. Big Game Leroy, Big Trouble Ben Bishop, Darius Carter, Alex Kane. Who else? Edith Surreal. Some of the greatest independent wrestling talent that you'll see in the tri-state area. Definitely, if you are in the New York, New Jersey area, get to a show. Tom, you're in the New York, New Jersey area. Get to an Invictus show. Knights of Columbus. Get there.
If you go, maybe I'll go.
I will be there. They have a show on Friday.
I'm work Friday.
Get to the one on Sunday.
This Sunday or following Sunday?
Following Sunday. I don't know if I'll be there yet, though.
Let me know, because I could possibly do that.
I will let you know. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the tri-state area, Phineas and Ferb. The tri-state area, like that, us, right?
All over my head.
I don't know why that popped me. That was freaking hilarious.
I didn't know we would be saying Phineas and Ferb here on the show, but hey.
What's a Phineas and Ferb?
Don't worry about it.
Funny guy.
Look, folks, the music's playing. And that only means one thing. It's time to properly plug the tavern. Tom thought that he could swoop in. Tom, you just hit the button, all right? Hit the banner up for me. Because, of course, you can find everything at the Turnbuckle Tavern. If you want to get the other banner off, all right, let's do this the right way. You can find everything at theturnbuckletavern.com. If you want to support the tavern, if you listened to us today, if you like what you heard, and I know that you did, make sure that you go ahead and support the Turnbuckle Tavern. You can find all of the ways to support us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, everywhere that you could possibly support us. Go ahead and do it. You can also support us on our Discord. Tom, get the Discord graphic up. You're the graphics guy today. You can get us on your Discord. If you aren't on Discord, get us on the Discord. Where is my Discord graphic? There it is. Get us on Discord. It is the perfect way to go ahead and get some excellent conversation with fellow like-minded individuals who are fans of professional wrestling. You can go ahead and search that at theturnbuckletavern.com. First link on the link tree. Hey, join the community. All the cool kids are doing it. Plus, you can go ahead and get our you can go ahead and get our merch. Let's start off with Pro Wrestling Tees, because you can go ahead and get our Pro Wrestling Tees merch. Where is it? There it is, prowrestlingtees.com/tavern. You can get so many amazing Rawdown t-shirts with some of your favorites, such as the MVP Marco, Young Anthony, Boney Shivani, Boney. You see, Boney, you got to stop with these nicknames, because we're gonna have to start coming up with all these shirts.
That's the point, pal.
Head off the edge with all
that's the point, pal.
Hey, look, what are you gonna do?
I'm the most over tavern member here.
Hey, let's take it easy, man. Let's take it easy. Hollywood Tony also has a shirt. You should definitely go and get one of those. Here, supplies are limited. Supplies are limited on the Hollywood Tony shirts. Plus, you can go ahead and get our shirts over at Teespring. Teespring over at theturnbuckletavern.com. You can get some of our new shirts. We have some new shirts. The official Rawdown logo is on a shirt. Plus, I'm the Rawdown champion. Well, Tom is going to be getting that shirt, I guess, very soon. And my favorite shirt across all platforms, Mr. Backlash. Mr. Backlash has his own t-shirt. Randy Orton, he's Mr. Backlash. You can get stickers. You can get mugs. You can get everything that you want at Teespring that you can't get at Pro Wrestling Tees. It's like our underground t-shirt factory.
You can get my mug on a mug.
I don't know if you would want to see that, but also something new that we're doing, Call the Tavern. If you want your voice to be heard over on the flagship show, call in, leave a voicemail, and Chad and Sneed, maybe Hawk, maybe Frames, you never know, will listen in and respond and let your voice be heard. That's over at 304-404-2004. That's 304-404-2004. Call in and make your voice heard. And then
kids, get your parents' permission.
Then we can go
$20
ahead
a
to
minute.
let's start with the podcast release schedule, because we have podcasts being released damn near every day. Monday, it's the Turnbuckle Debate, my favorite show across all of wrestling podcasts. You get, about an hour of time to listen to Chad, Sneed, Tom, maybe J-Bone will be thrown in there, and a guest to talk about some of the hottest debates in wrestling. Tuesday, we got a doubleheader with the Broken VCR. Of course, they are on hiatus right now, but Chad and Ryan are doing some phenomenal work over there.
It's hot too, pal.
VCR. It's Ryan. Ryan Hopkins.
You don't get to
and then
call
the
him a
fucking
shoot,
GCW show, another show that's doing some phenomenal stuff right now. With Mike and Chad. They're also on hiatus, right?
Until the next GCW show, which isn't for a few weeks.
Right. Yes. But again, Mike, Chad doing some great work. Wednesday, hey, look, that's us. That's us right there. The Rawdown. You're going to listen to us tomorrow morning. Thursday is a flagship show where you can listen to Chad, Sneed, Freem's Top 5, and Hawk if you want to. I know some people don't really like Hawk on the Call the Hawk segment. Some people turn off for Hawk, but hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Those are called stupid people.
Yeah, honestly, Hawk provides some entertainment, I must say. Friday is the Turnbuckle Sessions with Tom and Mike. It's a very good show. They talk about anything under the sun and is a phenomenal time to get your morning fix on Friday morning for some excellent wrestling discussion. And so, got it back because I got to plug your other show.
No. Just going forward, we announced it tonight that Big Night is exclusive to streaming services only. So the only place to catch Fig Night going forward is right here on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, or Twitter.
Look at
no more Fig Night podcasts. So if you want to see it, tune in right here.
God damn it. The Fig Night podcast was my favorite thing to tune into. But let's bring it up on the streaming, because we have so many great shows over on YouTube. Monday is the fucking GCW show where you can see the beautiful mugs of Chad and Mike Belcaster. Tuesday is, thankfully, Fig Night is going to remain as a video, although it's not a podcast anymore. You get to see the beautiful mugs of Tom, Mike, and Nick Storm, baby. Nick Storm. And, of course, Tuesday. Say that again, Tom. I didn't hear you.
That's a great impression.
Thank you. Tuesday is also a double header because you get Fig Night and then you get us, the Rawdown, which you're watching right now, hopefully. Wednesday is the All Elite wrap-up, which you'll get tomorrow with Freem, Tom, and Mike Belcaster. Wonderful show to wrap up the week in All Elite Wrestling. And Thursday is the worst show of all time, but we have to plug it anyway. The Honor Society with our fraudulent President Sneed, our thankfully no longer champion Ace, and did I say Freems? I meant President. Did I say Sneed originally? President Sneed, Ace, who's no longer the champion, and Freems is there as well. But Freems, we're neutral with Freems here on the Rawdown. He's cool. He gets us the Twitch raids or whatever they're called. So we're cool. And that's it. That's all you're gonna get from us.
Wait! You forgot Friday nights. You get Shot of Nostalgia. Mike Belcaster and Acefield Retro, where they are looking back at every Nitro from 1996 on every going chronological order, watching every WCW event there is. So tune into that Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Good plug for them. I was not going to get. They got to update the graphic on that one because that is a great show.
Chad's going through a lot. Don't pressure the guy.
Yeah,
no, absolutely not. Chad's doing a phenomenal job. I was just going to say, could have forgotten that show.
Get off his dick already. God.
Hey, oh.
Jeez.
I'm hopping on Mad Caps. I don't know about anyone
talking
else
about
right
plug-in and
also, you can tune into Before Our Time coming very soon. I don't know when it's going to come, but me and Nick Storm will be going into the archives. Oh, God. End the show already. Talking about some of the greatest wrestling events of all time. Me and Nick Storm. Nick Storm, baby. Nick Storm. Some great stuff. But, folks, let's go through some comments real quick. I forgot to go through a lot of these. Bone Bigelow shirt needs to happen. I agree. Retire that Hollywood. No, never. The sunglasses will see another day very soon. Shot of Nostalgia on Fridays. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Great show. Definitely check out all the shows that we have. Folks, listen. The Rawdown Championship is back. It's over here on Well, it should be up on. Yeah, I can't move it. That's where it is. But I'll put it back here. The championship is back on the Raw down, but, technically not really, because the OG Fig Kid is our new champion. Marco's not happy about it.
No.
But hey, Hell in a Cell is coming up pretty soon. Hold on to that title very tight, Tom.
Oh, I will.
Yes.
Hold on to that title very tight. Folks, thank you so much for watching another episode of the Raw Down. This was a fun one. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more. But until then, take care. Spike your hair. Woo, woo, woo. You know it.